just because nobody was looking. I'll be the type like on some crazy stuff. With fitness, never was really too much of an athletic kid. I was always kind of shielded from sports, like from my mother, for example, because right now I'm 6'3", I'm like 250. I'm working on losing body fat, but I have a decent level of muscle mass on my body, and I've always been kind of stocky and built without even really having to try. And even in middle school, for example, I had football recruiters trying to get me on the team and stuff, and my mother was always right on my shoulder saying no because of head injuries, brain injuries, that kind of stuff. I ended up going the band music route. So I wasn't in any sports. I kind of took an interest in basketball starting like high school, but I never tried to actually play on the team and stuff. I would just play for fun. With fitness, never really was an active kid because I would just sit around, play video games, come home, play video games. Like I wasn't trying to play sports. I wasn't the type. Like when I was younger, back in Boston, all the time I'd be outside playing and stuff because I was a kid. But living down here, all type of Bojangles action, all type of Xbox action, Call of Duty action. That's really what my life consisted of for a while. So I wasn't active, put on a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't active, wasn't taking care of my cardiovascular health. And recently I've been getting into, again, I want to be an athlete, not a professional, like full-time athlete, but I want to be an athlete. Like I want that to be a characteristic of who I am. Be athletic, be mobile, be strong, flexible, functional. I want a functional body. Also the aesthetic. I just want an aesthetic body. I'm coming more into my whatchamacallit, my figure, I guess you could say. But I do have weight to lose. I still have chest action that I gotta work on. I'm just not as athletic as I would want to be. I'm definitely athletic. Like you would be surprised how fast I can move, how high I can jump, for how big I am. But that's just the potential I have. When I actually condition and train myself, I could really be a high class athlete for real. So getting into that and then understanding training. So I actually had a tendency to overtrain before, like whenever I'll try to do stuff, like go to the gym and stuff. So I didn't understand the way the muscle synthesis works and how to build muscle, how to maintain muscle. I would just try to lift as heavy as possible, as quick as possible, and think that I was doing something, but I would burn out super quick and be done, like gone, over. You know what I'm saying? Recently, been getting into calisthenics. I have my resistance bands. They're in my room, but try to do that every day. Even then, I was doing it every day for a few weeks, but I kind of toned down. Like I'm doing it like 5, 6 times a week now to kind of help speed up that recovery process and taking more breaks in between my sets and just understanding how to actually be functional and how to actually improve. So you have to be able to recover, put in that work while you're training, and then recover to get stronger and get better. And with health, that's a whole different thing. I always struggle with health. Eating stuff, all type of pizza, get the pizza and put in hot sauce and ranch with my stuff. That combo is fire, but with everything. I don't know, my health habits have been changing a lot. I kind of look down upon not my old self, but my old habits, like eating habits especially. Like I'll just go OD just because nobody was looking. I'll be the type like on some crazy stuff for no reason, just because I had the privacy to, and just because I wouldn't get caught doing stuff, I would do it on some wild stuff. But I've been focusing on that, focusing on trying to eat more fruits and vegetables, focusing on my macros, my carbs, protein, fat, getting more protein in my body, kind of watching out for certain fats and being in a caloric deficit. That's really what it's about when it comes to losing body fat, and that's basically my goal right now. And building muscle is really about training and protein and water and recovery. It's not really tied to your caloric deficit or surplus or even staying maintenance. It's really down to Like if you're starving yourself, you're gonna lose muscle because you won't have enough energy to train the way you're supposed to retain that muscle, and then also not having enough protein to help build that muscle. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Far from where I want to be, but I'm gonna get there. I'm getting there. I've been consistent for the past over a month now, working out. I've been implementing more cardio for my cardiovascular health, and then also so I can eat a little bit more and lose more fat. That's kind of where I am. I've come a long way. Like even within the span of a few years, I've come a long way with my habits. My habits change pretty rapidly, especially this year. So I'm gonna keep going. My goal is to be, I'm probably like 27, 28% body fat right now. My goal is to be at least like 15, probably like 13 to 15 to be like the end goal, and then I'll probably maintain like 15%, and I might cut lower. I'm trying to, if it's thought season, I'm trying to hit the beach or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go crazy. Besides that, 15, that's reasonable. I feel like the way I eat, I already eat like somebody that's like 15% body fat. I just will go overboard sometimes, especially when I starve myself. When I'm hungry, that's when I'm gonna make the dumb decisions. That's when I'm gonna order that medium pizza from Papa John's and tear it up, tear it all the way up, gone. Whew. So staying away from starving myself, continuing to work out, continuing to hydrate, continuing to stay in a caloric deficit, I'm gonna reach that goal. And then my health is already better because I'm making these better choices with the way I'm eating, and I'll be straight. I'm gonna reach that goal. I'll be close, if not there, by summer 2021. If I record something months from now and I'm looking good, looking real good, you're gonna look back on this video and be like, wow, he knew what he was talking about. He actually followed through and did it. That's gonna be dope.